above the damage threshold. That is not even a slightest of a worry.
Clix and Duke had their moment last game. Macwood and Kanata might just be doing it here right now. I have not seen them in a better position yet. They have the mats, they have the launch pad, they have the positioning. They could do the unthinkable, which is play for high ground and take this all home and get their win today.
And honestly, I see it's 6 moving zone. Normally I would say it's Queasy and Vino time, but this has not been the most friendly game for them. They might not be in the same position. They might have to adapt, just like Smite and Larson. Trying to adapt, accidentally phases through the build. Luckily for him, nobody was on the inside, but the pressure is there. Larson forced to slow down just a little bit as they continue to fall below the damage threshold, along with Clix and Duke. They are 61 below, but these guys are scrappy. These guys are fighters. They know how to get the job done.
That's right, and they're in 15th right now, so Clix and Duke have a chance to fight for top 10, but like I said, I called it. If I know Macwood and Kanata well, I know that they absolutely want to make a statement, but they get chopped down. Macwood saves himself. It's all good. Vidil and Janice are the team closest right now, putting the most threat. Textbook plays here to go ahead and jump down, position up, poise up. Cold is still alive, earning points. Queasy goes for height. They said, NA, what? We're up here. Let's do it.
With or without resources, that is their play. Call it their signature move. 5 eliminations, but now they find a way to stabilize. They have done it, Monster. They have secured the high ground and taken it away from Kanata and Macwood. But the launch pad going out, that's going to be recycled for sure. Everybody has to go up and down these terrains. This one, Monster, is a literal roller coaster.
We might see a 3-way fight for height. Bad Sniper, Noah, touchdown and go for it. Jamper and Peterbot, they want their win too. Everyone wants a win here today. Bad Sniper gets slapped up by Kanata though on the side. Kanata takes down Vino while he's at it, and just like that, Queasy is left by himself.
And Cold gets another one as well. The solo plays are coming out big, and those are absolutely necessary because he's still in 3rd place. He's still in contention. Cold's trying to do it again. Spots another player out. Finally, his run comes to an end, but he did so much. And to get this far, PXN and Nikitos trying to do that same thing with Brazil on their shoulders. 4 eliminations, trying to get as many points as possible. Clix and Duke trying to do the same. We talked about replicating the sex. They're trying to take that high ground away from Kent.
Cammy and Seti are here. 6 eliminations now. High ground looking down. They can get a 4th victory royale. When was the last time you showed up to finals and seen that much? I don't know. Larson is not messing around either. Down goes Duke in a huge elimination there. And that is 8 elims for Larson and Smite. They are just showing us why they are a dominant force. Some of the best fighters to rise out of this last year. And I'm so happy we get to see it play out on the big stage.
Yep, no Riley taking some damage, sacrificing that so he can get that clean pad, trying to get in the zone, but 19 HP in a dream.
What an
has to find a way to stabilize here, pop those minis, get as much shield as possible as players are continuing to drop towards the low ground. Jamper gets dropped. Clix versus Peterbot here towards the mud. They're trying to do everything they can to stay alive. Larson, we talked about 8 eliminations, but they added 1 more, 9 total, but Smite gets chunked out, but Larson's there to save the day, taking out Runa.
Already at 10 eliminations, Larson and Smite have fought their way all the way back up. Larson steps the Clix and puts them down with a quick drop kick in the low ground, and now we have EU versus NA, but Larson and Smite are hurt. They're damaged. They're down to low material. It's all or nothing right now. Cammy and Seti know what to do here. They've been here before, and they have the resources to hold this one out.
This is going to come down to it. They could get their 4th victory royale. The only team going to stop them comes from NAEs trying to rise up, and it does look like they are out of builds.
But they find a little bit of loot here. Larson goes for the med kit. He's trying to get as much HP as possible. Seti now starting to run out of material on the high ground. This is it. It's going to come down to nothing or everything here. As he has no mask, great tag there, and a trade, an open exchange. It's huge. Not looking good for EU right now. Into the zone they go. Smite and Larson are down. Larson is by himself, and no! He turns and gets burned.
Cammy and Seti take their 4th victory royale of the FNCS Invitational. Goes to show that it doesn't matter if it's EU, doesn't matter if they're playing on NAEs, it doesn't matter where they're at in the world, they will come out on top.
But I will tell you, that was close. Smite and Larson Put some respect on their name. If you counted them out, now you know why they were brought here to the Invitational. But hey, we got Game 4 winners, another win in the win. Adam, catch us up.
Wow. I've gone ahead and ordered the matching bracelets at this point. I think this has been a bunch of times now chatting to you guys over the weekend. And another victory royale going into the very last game. Seti, what a performance there. It went all the way, but could you see as well on the elimination feed that you were the last team in the top 5 there, still in contention for the victory royale?
I didn't know.
You didn't know?
Yeah.
Obviously, you can see the points here. Things have changed. Currently 360 points, 12 points ahead of second place.
We still have to be confident, keep calm, and focus on the last game.
The zones as well here, I'll ask you, Camille. The zones have changed a lot now, aiming more towards the southern side. How does that affect your play at all?
Like the south zones are so much better for us because it's so easy, so much easier to rotate for us from balloon. So nice.
It's great. A good battle there against Smite and Last at the end as well. And you guys came out on top. You managed to take the high ground back. How advantageous was it having that high ground?
It doesn't really matter for us because we play low ground just as well as we play high ground. So yeah.
Okay, well, you heard it there, folks. 1 game to go. Cammy and Seti, everyone! Woo! It's getting hot here, Zeke. I'm excited, man.
For the first time here in the FNCS Invitational, Queasy and Vito are asked to step aside. And it's not even an ask. It's Cammy and Seti kicking in the door and saying, hey, we want first place.
Oh, man. Listen, am I ready to say it? Am I ready to say that Cammy and Seti are a high ground team? Is that what's happening right now? 4 victory royales throughout the Invitational. What high ground?
That Cammy and Seti have just managed to maintain throughout the entirety of these final moments, especially in this instance. It looked as though
to the rest of this game as Acorn and Edgy in a very, very similar position. But luckily for them, they're not forced with their back up against the wall. Their game plan is smooth. They get that early game surge, so that way they only have to worry about rotation after rotation. And with that launch pad in hand, if they get that far pull, that is going to be their next plan.
Let's go. Acorn and Edgy have a chance here to represent for NA. Refsguard and Clown are one of the teams that would have to get pushed and toppled over, who is currently holding and tied for 7th or for 9th with Commandment, who's just right there as well. So it's all or nothing. King and Ed are going for height. King and Ed want to win. They want to get at least a game 2. Can they do it for the last game of the evening here in Raleigh, North Carolina, here at the FNCS Invitational? King and
It's going to be
Ed to
scary for
Flory.
the rest of the lobby, though, because they have high ground, they have front side of zone. Anybody launch padding, trying to get past them, is going to feel the pain, and that includes the same region. Fees in and Keto's flying high through the sky. He immediately becomes the target. Shield just getting ripped off of him, but he found himself a little bit of an oasis and a moment to breathe.
Seti looks like he fell off the build there.
Got you.